Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How is everyone doing today? So, for this video, we are going to be tackling the question of, can you save the Phantom on the mission ONI Sword Base in Halo Reach? So, we're going to start off with a refresher of which Phantom we're talking about. On the mission ONI Sword Base, shortly after the second rally point, you'll come up eventually on this, I think it's called Airway Base or something like that. But there's a anti-aircraft turret here that you need to reactivate. And that's the turret to my left that I just shot with my Wraith shots. And this is important because this turret will shoot that Phantom over there to the right that showed up. And that Phantom will always get blown up. And it's pretty much, it's almost like a scripted action. And I'll show you in just a second here. We're just clearing out some enemies here. But that turret is pretty much disabled until you activate the little button here. And once you activate that, the turret will go online and start shooting at all the enemies in the airspace. But it will start with this Phantom over here, which will fly in and basically just hover in front of the turret's line of fire, no matter what you do. And it doesn't really react to anything. It just sits there and gets shot at by the turret, because it's pretty much scripted to do that. It's supposed to die from the turret. See, turret blows up eventually, and it will start to shoot at other enemies in the airspace. But that Phantom over there is the only one that's basically, by design, meant to die and get destroyed by the turret. So, Master Chief on, well, that's his YouTube name, he suggested this to me and told me all the steps to do it. So I do want to give him a shout out. It was a really cool trick that we could do. But the answer is yes, we can indeed save that Phantom. And now I'm going to show you how to do that. Thanks to Master Chief's method. Well, some of his method at least. There was a bit of revision to it, but all you need to do is clear the enemies at the very beginning of the second rally point, and then getting the Warthog. And you have a couple options here. You can go left, which would take you to the other objective, which is where you need to get the Comma Ray back online. And the reason why you might want to go left first is because this will make it a little easier for you, but it's not necessary. This is an optional step. But I'm just going to show it to you now so you can know all the options. Now if you went right, down the right path instead, you'll get this objective instead to activate the turret. But because we went left, our objective remains at the activating the Comma Ray. And no matter what, we actually can't activate the turret here. But anyways, the reason you do that is because when your objective is back there, it becomes easier because you don't have as many enemies attacking you. They won't keep spawning in. So all we need to do now is clear the enemies here, grab the this concussion rifle, and then now we just need to put our Warthog in place. And you have to use the Warthog for this. I mean, you can use other vehicles, but it's easier with the Warthog. So you just want to put it in place somewhere like this, and then use grenades to basically launch it up. And you want to launch it into the turret itself at the top. And this will be a little tricky. And you want to turn on tilt and cowbell skull for this. Otherwise your Warthog's going to get blown up pretty quickly. Or there won't be enough force to launch it up. But as you saw there, the Warthog bumped it a little bit, and it actually moved the turret a little bit. So for some reason, only the turret can only be moved by like the impact of another vehicle, such as the Warthog. But shooting it at it with the Wraith shots, like at the very beginning of this video, doesn't do anything. Now, like I said, you could use grenades to launch it, but as you saw there, with the concussion rifle, that's the easiest way to launch the Warthog up. With the help of the cowbell skull and tilt skull, of course. But there you have it. We've knocked the turret off its pedestal, and we actually push it around, and we could have fun with it. But yeah, so that's basically all you need to do now. And if you did do the optional step earlier where you loaded that other the other objective instead, then you need to go back there and finish that objective and then come back. So once you come back, that's when more enemies spawn in, and you have more enemies on your hands, of course. So that's why I said if you want to make things a little easier, then you should do that step. But it's totally optional. You could just as easily clear out the enemies here and not press the button before knocking the turret off. So once the turret is off, I would still recommend you push it somewhere in like a corner, because even though it's knocked off, it's still active. And once you hit the switch to power it up, it will still try to shoot at the Phantom. And if it's in the right position and the right angle still, it can still hit the Phantom from the ground here. So it's best to push it somewhere where it can't see the Phantom, like the corner of this building here. And you could easily push it with the Warthog. It's pretty movable. So right about here should be good enough. Just nice and cozy in the corner there. So after this, just all you need to do is hit the switch. I'll still clear a few more enemies if there's any left, but yeah, just hit the switch and we'll be good to go. So that is the Phantom right there. It's just sitting there waiting for the turret to be activated. So now we've activated, and it will fly into where the line of sight would have been for the turret. And those two other Phantoms enlarge themselves into the scene as well, but they'll fly away shortly. But right about now is when the turret is supposed to be shooting at the Phantom, but it's not. And because the Phantom is still alive after this amount of time, it kind of gets confused, and just after a little bit, the Phantom just starts hovering around randomly and flying like back and forth in the same path, and occasionally diverging to other pathways. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. We have now saved the Phantom on ONI Sword Base, the one that's supposed to get destroyed, but now survives. And because that AA turret is there in the corner, it will never be able to see the Phantom, and thus it can't shoot at the Phantom. So now that the Phantom is saved, what does it do other than flying around? Well, nothing. And what's interesting is that this Phantom is actually friendly. Well, it's not friendly in that if you point like a weapon at it, it will show green. It still shows an enemy, but it will never shoot at you or anybody, any of your allies nearby. See, I'm standing right under it, and it definitely would have seen me, but it didn't shoot at me. It's still got a turrets on it. Its main cannon's still on it, but it's not gonna shoot at you. Because it wasn't meant to do anything else other than get shot at by the AA gun here. So yeah, it's a friendly Phantom, I guess. A little bonus here, but it'll just basically fly around forever. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't fly away out of the map. Doesn't despawn. It just sits here and flies forever. You could destroy yourself if you want later, but other than that, that's about it. But yeah, that's the answer to the question. And yes, we can save the Phantom on ONI Sword Base. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this and found it to be interesting. And if you did, as always, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in comments. If there's anything else you want to check out or anything you want to show me, just let me know, and I'll do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.